You know, in a world that's moving so fast, it's easy to feel like you're falling behind. So, how do you keep your skills not just sharp, but ahead of the curve? Well, today, we're going to explore a really powerful answer to that question: active learning.
Okay, let's just get real for a second. I want you to ask yourself honestly, are your skills really keeping up? I mean, think about your role as an officer. The pressure to adapt, to innovate, and to lead, it's never been higher, right? But here's the kicker. Is the way you've always been taught to learn actually working for you anymore?
Look, we've all been there. You're sitting in some long seminar, just trying to soak up information like a sponge, hoping some of it sticks. That's what we call passive learning. And yeah, it feels productive in the moment, but let's be honest, a week later, most of it's just gone. Active learning, though, that's totally different. It's all about getting your hands dirty. It's the difference between hearing a lecture on leadership and actually leading a team through a complex simulation. See the difference? One gives you knowledge that's temporary, the other builds skills that last. To really make that switch, we need more than just a new technique here and there. This is about completely rewiring how you approach learning itself. It's all about adopting what we call an active learning mindset. So what does active learning really mean? Well, think of it like this. It's the difference between watching a cooking show and actually being in the kitchen. You can watch 100 videos on how to make a perfect omelet, but you only truly learn how when you start cracking some eggs and flipping it yourself, right? This program, this is your recipe book and your hands-on masterclass for your professional development. Now, here's where it gets really fascinating. It's about how tiny actions can lead to massive results. One of the core ideas we're going to dig into is something called the economics of 3% behavioral action. The concept is actually really simple, but it's so profound. Making a tiny, consistent 3% change in your habits or your skills, it compounds over time into these huge improvements. So it's not about some giant revolutionary change overnight. It's about the powerful economic impact of small, sustained effort. Okay, so how do we actually put this mindset and these cool concepts into practice? Well, let's open up your active learning toolkit and see what's inside. First things first, forget about just sitting and listening. You're going to be in the driver's seat. You'll be dissecting real-world case studies, debating challenging ideas with your peers in forum discussions, and literally stepping into someone else's shoes through immersive role play. You'll build your confidence by giving presentations and test your decision-making skills in these really sophisticated game-based simulations. This is learning by doing, not just by hearing. And we structured all of this into a powerful 2-day deep dive. Day 1 is all about building that solid foundation, making sure you understand the core principles and strategies. Then, Day 2 is where we really roll up our sleeves. It is all about application, making sure you leave not just with ideas, but with practical skills you can start using the very next day at work. So, what's the end game here? What's the point of all this? This is about so much more than just gathering new information. This is about fundamentally transforming you into a more effective, more confident, and a more adaptable leader. So here's the crucial part, what you will actually walk away with. You're going to go from being a passive consumer of information to an active, strategic learner. You'll literally see your own development accelerate, and that's going to directly impact your performance, your targets, everything. But you know what the biggest shift is? You'll gain the tools and the confidence to ignite that exact same growth in your own team. This quote right here, it really gets to the heart of everything. I know it sounds a little corporate, but what it means is actually pretty simple. You learn how to create real-world wins that not only develop you, but also inspire and develop the people around you. It's about creating this incredible ripple effect of growth, and it all starts with you. So who is this actually for? Well, it's for every single officer who sees the bigger picture. If you're someone who isn't just looking to climb the ladder for yourself, but you're genuinely committed to lifting up your entire organization, then yeah, this program was absolutely built with you in mind. So, the question is, are you ready to make that shift from passive learning to active leadership? Are you ready to stop just consuming information and start building skills that actually last? Are you ready to unlock your full potential?